one of those things that people don't understand about it is that, yes, you can actually even use this to even judge relationships.
What do you mean?
Hey, I'm telling you,
I
I'm
bought
serious.
him
Using credit score to judge him, Joel. All right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, right?
Mm.
If you are looking to court somebody, guy or girl, right? You want to find out some cues about them, right? The car they drive or their address they stay at. If you find out what their credit score is, it would tell you two things about them. Their reliability and their commitment level. I'm telling you.
and affordability.
So what details do I need to find out my wife's credit score? Just the ID number?
Their ID number, right? So
Uh-huh.
obviously, TransUnion and Experian are two of the leading bureaus. They
Yeah.
give you, one free access to credit score a year, right? So essentially, it's made up of two things, right? It's a collection of all your past payments and how you've consistently made them. They literally calculated month on month on month, right? And what a new credit provider would look for is, if you're applying for a house, they would say, well, how have you managed to make repayments before? Because if you've done that consistently, then they say, okay, well, we think you can handle getting a home loan, because obviously that's a long-term purchase.
Right.
So
Right.
the second part about that is that it will also tell you the nature of the type of credit that you're using. So you don't want to be using the type of credit that is like the payday loans and the instant loans, because that tells the banks that, hey, you know what, you're always relying on credit to fund your lifestyle.
I see.
Right. So they don't like that, especially when it comes to home loans. You've got to be the type of profile that your salary or your income takes you through the month.
100%. Thank you for breaking that down. So how does one manage a credit score in being able to make sure they can purchase and qualify to buy a home?
Right. So the first thing you need to do is that any form of credit that you have, contractual debt, always make consistent repayments on that. Even if you can prepay, which is pay a little bit more than what's expected of you.
I see.
It's a good thing.
It's a sign of commitment.
Absolutely. And reliability. So try and do that as much as possible. And then secondly, like I mentioned earlier, was stay away from types of credit like payday loans or instant credit. Rather rely on your overdraft. Rather rely on a credit card that you pay consistently.
Right. Right.
Some question with regards to your credit score, and I don't know if I'm speaking under correction here, obviously, but can you be affected negatively if you pay off your asset too soon? So you got a contract with the bank for the next 20 years for your home loan, but you pay it off within, say, 10 years.
10 years.
Can that be used against you when trying to purchase a new property or when trying to purchase something else?
Absolutely not, right? So the quicker you pay, right, the only person that actually hurts are the banks themselves, because they don't earn any further interest on that. And they had priced you as if you were going to just make your consistent repayments
Over 30, 50, 100 years.
Now here you come along and you're like, hey guys, I want to pay up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It means that it limits the amount of interest income that they can earn on that. Right?
Yeah.
So, but as far as your credit score, it actually boosts it. It shows
Nice.
that you're good at repaying. You've got the money to fund your debt commitments.
Absolutely.
The score is calculated obviously over time and over a number of factors that go into it. So it's typically a score of like 650 is where you want to be. Especially when you're applying for a home loan.
Okay.
When you are below 650, when you're in the six or sort of early sixes or fives, it's indicating that you've defaulted on, past commitments, etc.
I see.
You want to be up in the 700s.
I see.
So if the woman comes around or the guy comes around and they have a score at that level, it tells you these people understand they know how to handle credit.
Perfect.
So they've got a really good relationship with credit.
I love this because it's a conversation that will morph into other things, right? And I love the question she raised about getting more property when you already have one. So we'll pause it there for today, Tim. But thank you so much for joining us on Property Explained. If anybody wants to find you, where do we reach you?
You can reach us on mortgagemarket.co.za or reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook. We'll answer all your property-related questions. And of course, when you are in the market for a home loan, we'll be able to give you access to 7 banks and give you 5,000 cash back.
Beautiful. I love that. Tim Akunusi speaking to us on Property Explained. Back again next week, Wednesday.